עכשיו ist auch never come late. I'm not feeling so well.
האדמו מספינקא, בחר את הנושא של השיעור שאינכם עומדים למסור, בשיעור בנושא ספר נעורי עיניים. הקש, 1. הארץ בעברית. 2. טישים. 3. חומש ראשי בעברית. 4. שיחות בעברית. 5. שיחות באנגלית. 6. שיחות בחרתם להקליט בתוך שיחות באנגלית. ולהישמע תקצוב. אנא הקליטו.
מוישה רעיא מהמניא, today is the יוצאת.
אינכם עוברים למצב המתנה עד לתחילת השיעור. כאשר אינכם מוכנים להתחיל בשיעור, הקישו על 5. אינכם עוברים כרגע בשידור. לסיום נקרו את הקו.
שום עליכם. מיילך, speak English, huh? Yeah. Not the best, speaks English. And the Sulcha and Shiur. Today's is the Halila, the Moshe Ra'aya Mahemna. Say that the Bel Zuruf used to send out on the day of the Yotzat from Moshe Rabbeinu's Ra'aya used to send out to all the Shtibach in Yerushalayim. They should put on, send out candles. You should say in the Toivas Nishmas, Moire Marayne Reb Moshe, Reb Moire Marayne Reb Amram. Never heard that one. I thought these days would be a big bazaar. Which actually that was the whole mahalach of Moshe. In order to connect to Moshe Rabbeinu, Mamu, Shvaim, there's a koyach and everyone can get to Moshe Rabbeinu. From one side we see that Moshe Rabbeinu is like Tmכו Moshe. On the other side, Moshe gave us the Torah, so we have to stand up to his values. But if it's like Tmכו Moshe, how are we going to get there anyways? The whole derech which teaches us is that Moshe Rabbeinu, as long as you make an idol out of it, as long as you believe there is something from heaven without a father and mother, without no without no hardships, then you're right. But the Piyuritz emphasizes it mainly in Parshas Matis, Masai, that says in the Torah, Moshe Rabbinu, his kvura, his Yehuda Ish's kvura, the Etzem Hayom Azer. Where was his kvura? His kvura was in Mul Beis. That's the only simon that you got. That's very nice, but it's not such a nice simon. What does Beis Po'im mean? That was the sea of a avodah that can be that people took their children and Moilach and Beis Po'im is what they out there. They were bowing to it. This is a stimmte position. Pure says, actually, Mazar Mul Beis Po'im means everything in Kedusha that Baruch Hu created. There must be also in the Klippe. That means up in Ein Sof, there is no Tov, it's only Tov. once it comes down here, then it becomes toiv. So says the Maral, how can I know what my koiches are, to where can I get? Well, it's very simple. As long as the more you see your hardships, so that you know that you can accomplish. A person has little hardships, cannot accomplish so much, because zeh lo mazeh. If you were able to accomplish much more, you should have had much more hardships. So if you have less hardships, so whatever you do is okay. That means once you stop looking around on people, why is he like this and I'm like that and I am and I don't, I have. Everyone has his own agenda. Everyone has his own thing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu needs him down here, which is Chvoidi Berusav Yitzata Afasisav. HaKadosh Baruch Hu needs us down here for one reason, only one reason. Is Am Zi Yitzata Li Telusi Asapari. Telusi Asapari means praise the Ribbono Shel Olam. What's so hard about praising? So Bush used to say there's two types of praising. There's praising which we call it lip service. How do you call it? Lip servicing, yeah. Bush would call it levit mas fatayim. And there's praising that you're really into it, you're living it, as we call it. How do we differentiate if it's only lip service, or if you're really living it? As the Bush says, well, that is the chiddush of the Bush, that the hardship in avodas Hashem is not to be connected, not to talk about the Ribbono Shel Olam, not only to talk about the Ribbono Shel Olam, not only to think about the Ribbono Shel Olam. The hardship is the more you see your helplessness, the more you see your hardships, and don't get broken from that. But you recognize that just like He gives me my accomplishment, my success, He also has to give me zeh lo mazeh, that I shouldn't take it for myself. So then suddenly a person sees from the hardships, he starts asking, so how was I able to accomplish such a thing that I wasn't able? It's like a small paradigm, small motion. Over 6 weeks, I think, I wasn't feeling good. And only this last Wednesday, they saw that I have ammonia. So they started giving me antibiotics and it claps you down. But so I can easily be in bed all day and all night and say I'm weak and I can't get out, which most people do usually. But what the Dusha taught us, the minute you have strength, I'll never get out. And remember, you don't have strength. And who's giving the shiur now? I started even late this year today, 8:30 instead of 8. That could be, you have to come to it. There's a few things in the cheshbon. But at the end of the day, the more the hardship, mi chocham, yishma'ele, v'yizboin chazdei Hashem. What does eile mean? Eile, stam pshat, it's a kapitel Kif Zayin, Rabot tzricha lahorda, hospital, midbar, jail, in the sea. And it says, miyish michocham v'yishma'el, if a person didn't have this, Vada has to thank the Ribbono Shel Olam. I think it was the Rabinu, I don't remember who I saw it from. Michocham v'yishma'el, Eile is called Eile Pusal Heser Shayna. If you're going to learn from your weaknesses, that whatever you had till now wasn't you, then v'yizboin chazdei Hashem. So you're using your weaknesses in order to poisel Hashem. If you went through one of these things, that's abot sich and lahorda, you have the hardship of sickness, like we said before, jail, away, in the sea, and the midbar, and you see right now you're able to sit by the table and talk. That helps you to be Hashem, not only in lip service, but it's also in living it. That means I'm part of it. That means the world that we're in here, which I have to start by the avonim, take out a minute. How do you take out a minute? America says in God we trust. Everybody's talking about trust God, Christianity, whatever you call it, Muslim, we're all talking about trusting God. Lucia says, where do you have to have committed? When things don't go the way I wanted them to go. Things by helplessness. That's the koyach of a yid, that he's able, even in those minutes, to live. Leis hasar, leis machshove, tfisa be'klal. That means he's ready to live, even though I don't understand. Even though I see I'm all lost, this God that I relied on, he went out, I don't see him. There's no such thing that there's nobody here. So if he's here, why don't I hear him? Less machshuva tfisa be'klal. Because he is infinite, you are finite. And there are times that he gives you a taste, Tommy, we spoke last week. And the times that he wants you to live only in emunah, with believing. As we said, there's the Rush is to say that Bituchen starts when you are sure that you're not sure. That's when Bituchen starts. As long as you want to be sure that you're sure, you have no Bituchen, you're sure in yourself. The more when it comes the time that you're not sure that you're sure, then you lose it. It's also not Bituchen. That is the whole Piram. What was Amalek? Haman decided that everyone, one person is not bowing to him. Why? If I have a plan, and I worked it out, and it doesn't work, one person destroys the whole plan. Why? Because we find at the beginning of the Megillah, it doesn't say only. Well, in the beginning it says Vayome Memichon. Memichon says, because it goes on Haman. Vayome Memichon. But it's not Stam, this name Memichon. The whole clip of Amalek is, I have to be prepared. What I prepared has to happen. If it doesn't happen, as Yitzud, once things didn't go the way he wanted to, he lost it altogether. That means the nahapachi, that was actually led us out of the gulas. How? Because the whole thing was lahashman, lahag, and laabit. Say, for example, the days that we're now today, everybody's busy with the news. Will there Hezbollah, won't there, will there be? Everyone's busy, nobody's. You have to buy batteries and you have to buy this. One side you want to prepare yourself. Once and a second afterwards, God forbid, the whole preparation is nothing there. That's actually our connection to the Baruch Shalom, is you prepare. You prepare for Purim. You prepare whatever you can do. But at the end of the day, when you're ready to understand that you're sure, that you're not sure, that's when you come to the Betuch of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which is HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants in all the hoods, Deus Hashem, that even if you prepared and you try to do something which is Olam Asiyah, but at the end of the day, I want you to see that the Olam Asiyah is still connected to the Ein Sof, which how much you prepare, you can never prepare as much as you want to. Same thing we find is in a person understands. I understand, and but I have to understand. If I understand that I must understand, I'm ready not to understand that I don't understand. I can never get there, but once a person understands, tachlis hayediyah lo das, שאין יודע. He's ready to understand that he doesn't understand. But doesn't mean that stop learning because of that. Keep on learning. And know as much as you understand, HaKadosh Baruch is b'li sof and b'li gvul, ein guf, ein masiga guf. Then you come to that stage of not understanding. You come to that stage of helplessness. Then you have a second, which is called muter v'lo muter, which is called you're connected through emunah. I usually use these days just, we sit in a cheder mugan, you don't have connection. You want to get connection, you have to go out of the cheder mugan. The more you go out of cheder mugan, the more you have connection. Same thing is Avodas Hashem, as long as you want to sit, and you understand, and you are sure, and it's the way that you want it, then it's the more I expand you and take you out to places that you don't understand, and you're more vulnerable, and you're more not sure that you're not sure, the more you become connected to the Rebbe, the more you come into emunah, so the whole preparation for Purim, as much as we prepare, we have to know at the end of the day, not to mess it up. I prepared to do this and this and this and this and this, and it didn't work out the preparation because that is exactly Purim. And the Hapach, there wouldn't be able to be the whole nest from Purim only that we took apart when the Hapach. You made plans on this and this day and this and this, and then one day everything should happen. And everybody has to bound, everybody has to work. And this punctuality, that is amulik. That means every time you come to a suffix, you come to a doubt, is we usually say, you can use the benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt is the doubt's a suffix. But the doubt itself brings me a benefit that I should be able to connect it to the one that is no doubt. That means, but by Amulik, he gets you messed up by that doubt. There is no doubts. Yes or no, black and white. No black and white. It's dafka, as much as you understand, you don't understand. As much as you think he's not here, he's even more here, just the opposite way around. That means Purim. Some I say for a good idea for people that prepare for Purim. All the arrangements and all the shluchmunas that you have for the wider community and family and all this, you should take care of it before Purim, or Amshna Rebbe and Nile used to take care of it till Pesach. But the mitzvah Shiurim, if you have a family, if you have a Rebbe, if you have friends, whatever your Seder Yom is, you should be able to be, not to put on more pressure as nafas that you must have, and then you just lose it that day, because that day is Chayv Imnishliv Sima B'Piraya. What is Sima B'Piraya? Suddenly, Chazal say not to intoxicate yourself, not to become shikha. You have to either sleep a little bit, or you drink with wine that gets you loosened up, and you're ready to accept things that weren't so exactly as you wanted them to be. So that's today's Yotzat from Moshe Rabbeinu. The Maranaim says that Haman was very happy that his Moshe fell in the month of Uda. Why? Moshe Rabbeinu passed away in the month of Uda. Moshe Rabbeinu is the Das of Klal Yisrael. So it couldn't be no other month that he will be so confused. They won't have any Das, and I'll be able to do with them what I want to do with them. He didn't know that the same day that Moshe Rabbeinu passed away, the same day Moshe Rabbeinu was born. As the Maranaim, Moshe Rabbeinu was born 120 years before. He wasn't born the day he passed away. Says Marnaim, no. Moshe Rabbeinu, as we started saying before, he was the das from Klal Yisrael. He was a das. Anyone that has das up to these days is his pashtisa, the Moshe b'chol dura v'dura. And the specialty of Moshe Rabbeinu from his das was that he knew that the das is not his das. He was sure that he's not sure. He knew that his das is ain't there. This week the Abdul says Vayikra Moshe says Rashi Kodmo Kriya L'chol Dibber V'Dibber. Every time HaKadosh Baruch Hu had to talk to him, whether it's a samach or a pei, every time HaKadosh Baruch Hu had to call him again, Moshe. Why? Kodmo Kriya Lushon Chibber. Says the Abdul. Just say once, says Moshe Rabbeinu, I need you now for 6 months. Let's get over with it, and we'll make a contract, tell me how much it costs, and be ready. Why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu did in such a way? There's a Zayda, the Yosef, says that the Rebbe from Lublin said, the Gemara says, Afilu omer malechu kol oilam shatu tzadik, havei banecha kerusha. Won't help. So that means that even if a malach will say that I'm a tzaddik, I'm sorry, even if a slurif, the biggest malach, why do I do the bunch that myself says that himself says that I'm a tzaddik? Well, then I have to believe it. But it's only that second. The second later, I'm not tzaddik anymore. Says the Abdul, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, I'm coming to Oil Moed to give the mitzvahs, the whole Torah. Whole Klal Yisrael was busy. Who is the one that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is talking about? There were a lot of people out there that were sure it's me. It's just a matter of time. Rusha used to help a lot of broken people. One of his methods was, a person who's very broken usually has also a lot of potential, as we said before. So he used to tell them quietly, you're going to be my mamshach. After my 120, you'll take it over. So everybody goes around that day and sure that they're the ones that have to give over the Dvar Hashem. The only one that went around and didn't even dream that it means him was Moshe Rabbeinu. And that is the chibah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has. To show not how much you prepared yourself to connect yourself, and how much you prepare yourself to know your vulnerability, and not to live in denial of what you are, and then ask, how do I have things that I have? Then that's the way that you come to the connection of Moshe Rabbeinu, Lekom K'Moshe. But not only Moshe Rabbeinu can come to that, every Yid in his failures, in his weakships, hardships, can come to the darg of Moshe Rabbeinu, that Moshe Rabbeinu came from his. Moshe Rabbeinu was more Bilam, says the Baal Shem Tov. Whatever Bilam did the Poel, Moshe Rabbeinu, it started only in the thought, Dak Shebedak, he calls it, but right away he screamed, I have no chance. Bilam was the other way around. Once it came in, they said, wow, again, I thought I got rid of this. And that itself, he fought. That means Moshe Rabbeinu, every time it showed up, he became even stronger connected to Rebbe Shalom. Because the teva nature of a person is always to think, well, that was only yesterday, tomorrow I'll be better, tomorrow I'll get rid of it. This is the way get the chinuch, right? But again, the way to progress in Avodas Hashem is not to get broken every time it comes up, but to know this is actually an opportunity that you can connect now and live, not only That means you're taking out the cheder mugan, you're taking out that closed space, you're going out an open space. That means Yuda ish is kvirus Moshe Rabbeinu, in order that you should get his das, if there would be a place of kvira, then we wouldn't live his das. We would think we'd take him as an idol, as Moshe said. Since it's Yuda ish is kvirus I myself also don't know my kvirus. Every time we just recognize that what? Even this I can't keep myself. But that is actually in order to connect into the Ribbono Shel Olam. Moshe Rabbeinu was bechol basic Naaman here. What does Naaman mean? He always knew that I'm giving him what I'm giving him. I'm giving him the koiches, and I want him to elevate himself dafke from these failures. That's called Naaman. Usually wherever you go, you make a business for any people, whatever it is. You see something going wrong. Oh, maybe they're going to bankruptcy. Maybe they don't have to pay. Let's check it out. Moshe Rabbeinu knew I'm with the Ribbono Shel Olam, Torah Hashem Lakoil, because Baruch is boundless. And the only way that I can get to connect to him is dafke from where I feel vulnerable, where I feel myself not sure. That is the place that I get sure. Baruch should help us. I had to make it late today and short today. But that is the whole mahalach of preparing yourself for Purim. Ad de lo Yuda. What is ad de lo Yuda? Bein ur modcha, bein ur. I got messed up already. Bein ur human, the buach modcha. Usually we have two categories. We look at the ur human one category and the buach modcha in another category. But these days, our matzuvim, when we ourselves have people that are praising me and we have people that are cursing me, there should be lo yuda. You shouldn't become too big. Some people are praising you, and you shouldn't become too small and too broken when people are cursing you. Why? Because one fills up the gap for the other one. You only have people praising you, then one day you'll think, well, maybe it's serious that it's that way. Have people against me, then I got broken, I can't pick it up. So because Baruch organized it, the same thing, that this is Purim actually, you can't make a sterile, only one Baruch Modchis to come in here. People bring into your door and they're inside. If you can knock it from all the way, they won't help you a lot. They'll come in, they'll jump on you, and whatever it is. From the other side, the Baditchur says, B'koyes HaMegillah Yislav Liboy. Because Baruch opens up such a light, such a gate that people can come there to such a connection with Ribbono Shel Olam. As there's a famous story, I can't tell maybe from Yosef. The famous story that Yosef was Pesach by night. The second night of Pesach, it's 2 nights. The second night of Pesach, second night of Pesach, he finished the Seder, and the Halacha says you cannot go to sleep if you're not tired, because it's a mitzvah of Yetzias Mitzrayim. So he's up already, he said already, Chadgadjo said already everything that you have to say. What do I keep on doing now? Was the Schwarz, nicht du? Huh? Oh, I'm off on telephone. Ich kann halt mit Mashiach, ich noch ein paar and he felt he's not tired. So he reminded himself that the second day of Pesach is a day of Sidas Esther, that they killed Oman. That was the day that started. So might as well learn the Megillah of Megillah Esther. And said that Yosef didn't say it was by him. He also said there was a Ingeman that was up till late at night. He felt he cannot fall asleep, so he took out the Megillah. And what Chassidim used to say, the Miyosman used to say a story, you say who that, where he heard it from. This time he didn't say any someone, it must be him. So the Ingerman was saying the Megillah, and suddenly in the middle of the Megillah comes the Neshama. Tells him, what do you want from me? So tells him, they sent me for Shemayim that you should give me a tikkun. I give you a tikkun, how can I give you a tikkun? So he said that in Shemayim, when the first Yid starts calling the Megillah, till the last Yid ends Megillah in this world, Kodesh Baruch Hu opens up the Gan Eden for all those neshamas that were never wandering around, didn't reach Gan Eden yet, and they finished their sapin, they finished their din already, or they were in Gehenna, they got out of Gehenna, but they go into Gan Eden is only once a year. When the Yid starts learning the Megillah, when they finish learning the Megillah. So when I finished my Gehenna there, I wanted to go to the Gan Eden. There was a big line, so I went for a walk. By the time it came PM, there was such a big line. When it came to my turn to go in, they closed the doors. They finished calling Megillah. So that was 1 year, twice. The third year I decided, that's it, I ain't moving from here. I'm going to, after Purim, I'm staying here till next year. I should be able to be the first one to go in. And now it's Pesach, 4 weeks later. I hear a person laying in the Megillah, goes all the way up from the Shammai. So I said, I'm in. Let me in. I tell him, I'm sorry, it's Pesach. So he says, but I don't know. They say when you lay in the Megillah. The Yosef said it came all the way up to the Bezin Shamala. Bezin Shamala said the only way we can baskin is that he should go down to the senior man that's laying the Megillah and he should give him a tikkun. Well, anyways, this Motzei Shabbos is not going to be paid. It's not going to be Pesach, it's going to be Purim. That means that Kodesh Baruch Hu opens up the Megillah, B'frat here in Eretz Yisrael, it's from the first day to the second day. The Rebbe told me I should keep 2 days Purim, so I'd keep Purim here in Eibach. I finish here, I started the whole thing over again with Megillah, with all mitzvahs hayom twice. It's not a bad yontif. And but again, if this yontif is a yontif, that's the most connection that you can give when you're invulnerable. Those kolkos come down on Purim. That means all year it's much harder for me. Keili lama zaftuni. But in Purim it's much clearer. The zach that Kodesh Baruch Hu gives us also the kolkos, and at Kabul it's called the Or of Yisad Abib, is Galim. And we are also on the stage of Lahashmi Laharag L'Abib. So Adab, these days we're not sure with ourselves. We hope Metzib Shend all of the Hapachi, Allahumma Pula, all the Yeshiyas, everyone that needs Yeshiyas, Kinder, Gezin, Panusa, Shadichim, everybody, whatever he needs should come faster and better than he thinks. And there's a lot of they say that Kabbalah is Kabbalah Satoya. By Kabbalah Satoya, we know all the sick people became healthy. So even one that was missing limbs. So I'm at the fears in Yeshiyas. Kol Tiv Yodim.